Exciting $1.4 billion proposal, including a 72,000-seat retractable roof stadium along Buffalo's harbor. That would double as a convention center. Well, it would be open year-long. The plan was presented today at Buffalo City Hall. Now, the NFL has not given its approval to this stadium that could also be converted into a 20,000-seat venue used for concerts and other sporting events. The engineering firm involved designed Cowboy Stadium and Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. The project would take 5 years to build and needs the green light from the NFL to even move forward. The big question for most people is who's going to pay for this. Developers say the state would have to pay $400 million. The NFL $200 to $400 million, and hundreds of millions of dollars would come from construction trades due to the 10,000 construction jobs that will be created. There are still a lot of steps to this very complicated process, but today the stadium rendering and formal plan was the first order of business.
From the onset, we felt that the strength of this proposal would stand on its ability to increase the future prospects for our economy and our community. And that starts with jobs, and it ends with jobs.
Developers say the NFL wants something new and progressive and state-of-the-art, and this would guarantee the Bills would keep their presence in Buffalo. The developers have not attempted to measure what the public wants. Also, what will be done economically to the area around the current stadium in Orchard Park. That will also have to be a consideration for all of these Buffalo lawmakers, but kind of an exciting idea, and as you had mentioned, kind of something probably the region needs.
A lot of fans, but what about parking in the harbor area? Is that an issue?
Well, they're saying it's not going to be any different than the Ralph Wilson Stadium area. They're looking at a 5,000 covered parking lot area. They say traffic flow would be similar. People would be able to get in and out of the harbor area. But again, I got to figure that there's going to be a lot of studies before any of this is finalized. But kind of exciting, though, that somebody's actually going forward and presenting this. So
that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
In the meantime, the Bills are still trying to negotiate a lease for next year, and they want $200 million in improvements to the Ralph. So
maybe that would all change based on this. I don't know. It's kind of, I think a lot of people, Twitter was very active today with people, I think, being invigorated. There were people who were joking that they'd rather have a new coach and a new quarterback. So who knows? We'll have to see.
Okay, we'll continue to follow it. Robin, thanks.
And then again, would all the games be in Buffalo, or would there still be 2 in Toronto? And if the new stadium gets the green light, part of the new complex would also include a world-class sports museum and have a tie to Rochester. The Strong National Museum of Play has been tapped to create this one-of-a-kind sports museum at a proposed new stadium downtown in Buffalo. It would combine hands-on experiences, historical artifacts, memorabilia, and collections, as well as rotating exhibits and a host of other community education programs. The Strong brings in 600,000 visitors to Rochester each year, and we asked President and CEO G. Raleigh Adams, could a sports museum have similar success in Buffalo?
It's listening to what people want, doing market research, and providing highly engaging, hands-on interactive experiences for them. And that kind of experience in a museum where one is engaged has in common engagement in sports.
Well, the Strong would manage the 150,000 square foot museum. It would be one of 2 anchors at a new stadium that might also include a hotel, retail, and restaurants. So we shall see what comes of it all.